How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Bissell time in the form of their substance. I think I've reviewed this before, but I don't remember. So we're going to review it for a couple reasons. One, it's beer. And two, it was sent to me. Words are hard. By my boy, Max, with 2 X's, from Connecticut. He was on a work trips, bouncing around. He sent me a box of beer that got broke and all fucked up, but it still made it here in kind of one piece, and this was in there. So we're going to crack into it and see what she's got. It has been a minute since I've had a Bissell beer. I think the last Bissell beer I had, I think it was a mystery beer. It might have been from somebody up there in Connecticut way, whether it be Max or the other Max or Alex or somewhere up there. I forget who sent it, but I believe it was like it was a smaller beer, like a Halloween October-ish beer, maybe a while ago. I think that's the last one I had. But as far as this one goes, I've had this quite a few times. We actually get this in semi-distribution relatively close to where I live. If you get into New York State, you can find Substance here and there. But it's been a bit since I've had it. Last time I've had this, I can actually tell you exactly, is when I interviewed the guys from Torch and Crown, New York, which is probably in February of early this year, because I was at my buddy's bottle shop up there. And they had cans of this. They were chugging a bunch of beers after the interview. Anyway, label-wise, I dig it. I like Bissell's labels. I mean, there's something kind of old school about this. It has a little bit of kind of Metal Gear Solid 2 vibe going on to it, with a little kind of molecule thing going on. I don't know. I dig it. And as far as beers go, I mean, you're talking about a 6.5% hazy. This looks a bit more hazy than I remember it being. Not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, look at that. Rich butternut squash, soup, turkey gravy, whole nine, pinky finger, infinite fluffy creaminess going on. Let's see if we get a nose. Oh, man, that's just stanky OJ, man. That's just weed and OJ. Weed and OJ with a little bit of peach juice going on. You got a little bit of pineapple in there. You're running that citrus gamut, leaning into that pineapple, touch of stone fruit, and just weed. I mean, that's what you have going on in here. Oh, yeah, nice bittering component. It smells like it's going to be balanced both on the sweet and the bittering end of things. I'm a fan so far. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. It's better than what I remember. And here's the other thing. This is typically the flavor profile I really dig when I talk about a sub 5% beer, but I don't mind this being 6.5%. There's something about this that really kind of works for me. I like exactly what it is. I wouldn't change a thing about this beer. It's probably one of the better hazies I've had in general. As far as a drinkable beer, I mean, there's ones that have kind of done it more for me as far as impact and kind of blowing my socks off and all that kind of stuff. But as far as just a generic, like, this beer is a good beer and I want to drink 5 of them, this is kind of hitting the spot absolutely perfectly. I love it. Absolutely delicious beer. Mouth feels fantastic. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. It's like 2 weeks old, too. So that kind of helps. Yeah, mouthfeel's fantastic. It has a nice creamy fluffiness. There's a decent amount of density to it, but not over the top dense to the point where it's going to get heavy. There's a soft dryness to it, but not even close to anything being overly dry. There's a nice kind of that gamut of that citrus leaning into that pineapple. So you're getting an OJ, you're getting that grapefruit, you're getting that citrus, you're getting a little bit of that pineapple, then you get that little bit of stone fruit, and that little bit of danky, not super danky nugs, but danky weed on the other end of things. All day with this. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better hazies that I've had? Single IPA hazies that I've had is like, yeah, actually this might go to Mount Rushmore status. Like I said, it's not the most impactful one I've had, but it's the one that I'm drinking going, oh my god, this is absolutely fucking delicious. That's got to stand for something. Burps. So yeah, I dig it. Value and availability. When I remember last time I was at Bissell, Substance was relatively cheap. I mean, I don't remember what it cost. Maybe somebody can chime in. I thought it was getting down there in like the $12, $13 a 4-pack range. Excuse me. And brewery only, unless you live other places that get this, but we don't get it here in Jersey, but once you get into New York and north of that, you can actually find it here and there. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like new school hazies, you don't mind a little bit of bitterness, and you want a really well done mouthfeel, and a beer that is just infinitely drinkable. I mean, this is just what I want to drink as almost a session beer. If I want to drink some beers and I'm like, okay, I want something above 5%, but I want a session, this is a session at a little bit higher ABV. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little substance right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.